Yes, each and every one. Blessed love. My name is Tuup, and this is worldstorytellingcaf.com. Enough respect to John Rowe and his effervescent spirit for putting forth this creative idea. And to all of the traditional traditions of the oral spoken word. But I would like to say that nothing beats going to see and listen to a live, living, in the present storyteller. It was a beautiful valley. Pastures were green and sweet. To one side there was a hill with the grass growing. Sun shone, birds sang, and everything was sweet. There was a holy man, a righteous one, Rasta man, moving through the hills and the valley, trotting from one place to another place, in contemplation. This holy man reached this village, and he asked around about if there was anywhere that a weary traveler could rest himself. And the people there, they said, "Hey, Rasta man, go down to this small little house at the edge of the village. There's a very, very hospitable family living there. I'm sure they will give you some rest for a weary traveler." So my man gone, knocked on the door. Door was open. Sweet woman, open the door, see the Rasta man, dreadlocks flowing, staff in his hand. And he asked them, "I'm sorry to disturb you, but if it's possible you can give a weary traveler some hospitality of rest." And the couple said, "Well, we don't have much, but what we have, we are prepared to share with you. We eat the food of the season. And if you are okay with this, then no problem." He stayed with them. He talked with them. He shared with them his journeys, travels, his stories, his songs, his riddles, his tales. And he spent a good time and learned a lot. Then, as the time had passed, he said to them, I need to continue my journey. I will go over the mountain and to the next side. And as he started to branch off, the couple said, "No, no, 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 no. It's not good if you go that way." "Why?" said the man. "Because that is the way on the side of the hill where a snake does live." "Wait, tell me more." "Well, the children, when they go to take the cattle out to pasture, when they go to take the cow, the goat, the sheep, we notice that sometimes there's a snake that lives inside that hill there, that mountain there, and it just come out from its hiding place, and it just see the juicy ankle and bite them, and enough of them fall sick. And so we don't want anything to happen to you. That's why we would prefer if you don't go that way, but go around the long way and continue your journey." The holy man said, "But that should be a way from which anyone should be able to walk. Everyone should be free, and why should the children be afraid of taking their cattle to pasture there?" "Don't worry," he said. "I will go, and if I see the snake, I will speak to him." "No," they said, "please don't. We like you. We wouldn't like you to return. And the snake is venomous, and it will go there and bite you." But once again, Rasta man said, "No, no, 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 no. It's all right. It's all right. If I see the snake, I go reason with him." And he gone. As he start to travel, as him start to walk, as him start to rise up from the flat of the land up until the grade of the hill, And as him start to walk, he thought he saw something slither fast, but he continued his walk. And as he just about to put down his foot, he see the snake come from wherever he was hiding and make a lunge. And as him see that, he put his hand up and say, "Cease and settle." Whoa. The snake just became, Holy man look at the snake and say, "Listen, what you was about to do was not good. You can't go around biting people like this, little children at that. Come on, what do you think you're doing? People should have right of way to walk as they please. You can't stop them and bite them. It's not fair. Can't you find another alternative way of entertaining yourself and looking for food? Look at how many berries there are upon the ground. Look how many shrubs and herbs there are and fungi. You can eat all various things. You don't have to sink your fangs into the skin." The snake was like, no one had ever spoken to him like that before. And the snake said, well, maybe I could change my diet. Yes, said the Rasta man, change your diet, change your way, and everything would be okay. Listen, he said, I may pass this way again, and when I do, I will come to look for you. But until then, try and see what you can do. And Rasta man gone. And he trod, and he walk, and him travel, and he gone, and he passed. And by this time, the snake, he slid it into a little corner and went aside. And as the days they pass, he would come out, and he would find the berry upon the ground. Little bit citrusy, but not so bad. He managed. He find one and two herbs. Well, greens wasn't his thing, but still, he managed. He find some fungi. A little bit rubbery, but bouncy, and well, all right, he managed. And as the time passed, he changed his diet, and he changed his temperament, and he became more calm. Sometimes when the children would take the sheep, the goat, the cow, up upon the pasture, one and two of them, like, the sheep or the cow or the goat, would stray into the luscious grass. And the shepherd boy or girl would be calling for this one. But you know how when they see the grass, they're nice and green and uncut, they're not quick to come. So they would have to sometimes stray into that area where the grass is luscious to get back the cattle. And they discovered that they didn't see the snake. And before you know it, one and two more would branch and encroach upon the green, luscious area where the grass was growing. And they didn't see the snake. And as the time passed, more and more encroached upon the luscious grass for their cattle. But then one day, one of them saw the snake and said, "Snake, the snake is there." But the snake just turned the opposite direction, slithered away, and went to its rest. "Yay," said the children. And as the days passed, one or two of them would see the snake and give the shout again, "Snake, he there, watch out." And again the snake would turn and pay them no mind and go about his business. And you know how children are, of course, children are children. And when they see that the snake was there and done them no harm, they became brave. And when they became brave, they would pick up the snake by the tail sometime. They're chancing. And they take the snake and they poke it with a stick. And they lash the stone upon it, throw the stone. And the snake would pay them no mind. No bad feeling, no malice. He just turned and went to the other direction. They pick up the snake, they turn the snake in hand, they lash the snake against the stone, and the snake, all bent up and twisted, would just curl over, turn over, and continue its journey in the opposite direction. They became brave, very brave indeed, and time passed. Well, you know, with the passing of time, now all of the children will go and take their cattle, all the girls would take their cattle up upon the pasture, and everything was fine. The grass was cut down and life continued good. It so happened within a season that had passed or two, Rasta man, holy man, was passing through that way once again, came into the valley. The people, they greeted him, hey, nice to see you, Isis, Isis, blessed love, blessed love. Hey, said the holy man, I want to go and see the nice couple that took care of me. They were beautiful hosts. How are they? They are well. They will be happy to see you. We'll give them new incentive for life. So he went there, and they welcomed him. They said, hey, it's so nice to see you. The last time when you was here, we had such good time listening to story, telling song, thinking of riddles. It was so good to have you. And he stayed with them for a little while, and then he said, I want to go up into the mountain. How are things? Hey, they said, I don't know what you've done. But after you left, the snake was never seen again. No, all the children will go up there and take their cattle to the pasture, and everything is fine. Whatever you done good. The holy man left them, thanking them, and started to make his way up on the side of the mountain. He started to call, Snake, Snake, where you there? Snake, where you there, Snake? He saw the snake crawling out from his hiding place, and he looked up at the holy man. And when the holy man looked at the snake, he said, whoa, snake, what's wrong with you? The snake was all bent up, all twisted up. All of his skin was peeling back. The snake didn't look well at all. The snake looked very sick indeed. Holy man asked the snake, what's going on? And the snake said, well, you know, no one had ever spoken to me the way you had spoken to me before. And so I decided, it's true, I should change my way, and I started to eat the berry upon the ground. It was hard at first. I ate the herbs and fungi, and it was hard at first, but I was able to change my diet, and so I changed my ways. Oh, said the holy man, but how you get in such a state from eating such things? No, said the snake, it's not that. It's the children. When the children, they see me, they have no fear for me now. And so they get brave as children do. They pick up the stick, they poke me, they poke me, they poke me, and before you know, I just don't want to hold no malice, so I turn away and I go the opposite direction. And then they get brave. They throw the stone on me, but I pay them no mind. I turn the opposite way and go. And then they get brave enough to approach me, pick up me by the tail, twist me around in the air, dash me against the rock, but I pay them no mind. I turn around and go the other way. So this is how you see me. And the holy man look at him and say, but you're a snake, and you have your own defense. You don't have to lunge and bite, but all you have to do is hiss. The end of my story. storytellingcaf.com. Blessed love. My name is Tuup, and I am welcome to be here with all of you at the worldstorytellingcaf.com. I would like to share with you a story. I don't always look inside the camera, so if my eyes flitter, it's okay. Respect to each and every one. Rastafari, blessed love. One day, one group of animals was all talking and discussing with each other which one of them was the elder, which one of them should be given rightful respect. But they could not decide. They talked this way, they talked that way, they talked this way, they talked that way, but they could not decide. So they decided, at least, to go and speak to Kweku Anansi, Bra Anansi. They said, let him be the mediator. Maybe he can pick sense out of the nonsense. So they went to see Anansi in his yard, in his compound, and they were all there. They said, hey, Anansi, we're trying to see which one of us is the elder, which one of us should have most respect from the other and be honored for their respect. Yes, said Nancy. Okay, I'll go listen to you. Tell me. Lion come, rah, with the chest push up. Lion said, everyone knows that I should have the most respect, and I am the oldest. I have a long lineage all the way back, and you know, I am the king of the jungle, I am the king of the forest. I am the eldest and the oldest. All should show me and pay me respect. And others who were there with him, they said, yee, Lion is old and his lineage is long. But then Guinea Fowl scratched up. And Guinea Fowl said, don't you worry about that big out, push out chest. I am the oldest of all of you. When I came forth from my egg, the earth was aflame, fire was everywhere, and none of you was alive. I had to walk, putting out the fire, putting out the fire, putting out the fire, putting out the fire, I walked until all the fire was put out. Can you see my legs? They are still red. And all the animals, they looked upon the legs of Guinea Fowl and said, "Yee, Guinea Fowl, he must be very old. What a testimony." And then Elephant came forward and said, you all know I'm the eldest of the eldest. I have the unforgettable memory. You know that I don't forget much. And when the Creator was offering out the parts and the pieces to all the creatures, because I am large, I took up quite plenty skin, and he gave me such a fine long nose of which none of you have. So you see, I am the eldest. And the other animals said, yee, look at elephant's nose, it's very long, it's very true, this is elephant. Then Parrot came, and Parrot said, "Wow, I am the oldest. You all should pay me respect. Let me tell you something," said Parrot. "When I came forth, none of you was around. I fashioned and I made metal. But then I had to find something to beat the metal. So I had to beat that metal with my beak, and I beat the metal, I beat the metal, I beat the metal, I beat and beat and beat until my beak became bent. So you see, I am the eldest of you all." Aye, said the animals. "Yeah, look at the parrot beak. He must be the eldest of us all." Hey, Rabbit came forward and said, "I am the eldest of us all. You all know that." "Listen," says Rabbit, "when I came forth, none of you was around here. You know, I had to put the sun in the sky. I had to put the moon in the sky. I tell you, I had just this earth to stand upon, and none of you was around. I am the eldest of the eldest, and you should all pay your respects to me." Eee, said the animals. They looked up at the sky, and they could see the moon glimmer, and they could see the sun shimmer. Whoa, they said, "You must be the eldest of them all." Then Chameleon Chameleon was there with his rolling eyes going this way and that way. And Chameleon said, I am the eldest of you all, said Chameleon. See how I walk so trembly? When I came forth into this world, none of you were around. The earth was so soft like butter. It was so pliable. I had to walk so easy, so gently, so daintily. I tell you, I am the oldest of you all, and you should pay me respect. And his eyes moved around this way and that way. And the other animals said, Yee! Chameleon, he must be the eldest of us all. And look at his skin. After that, they all waited and looked at Anansi to see what he would say, what would be his judgment, who would he said had given the best testimony. Anansi looked at them all and said, should have come to me first. I would have sorted out the argument easily, no problem. I tell you something, said Anansi. I am the eldest of you all, said Anansi. Hey, when I came forth into this world, said Anansi, there was no sun and there was no moon and there was no earth, said Anansi. I had nothing to stand upon. Can you imagine? And when my father died, I had to bury him in my head. I am the eldest of you all. And all the animals said, Yee! And Nancy must be the eldest of us all. No doubt about that. And that's the story of Anansi.
Did you enjoy that, Storyteller? Of course you did. And if you enjoyed it, like the minstrels of old, we're passing around the hat. And if you have some, whether it's paper or coin, our storytellers would appreciate what you put in. Every penny you put in goes directly to that storyteller through paper. All you have to do is go to worldstorytellingcafe.com. Click on today's stories or click on that storyteller and there'll be a hat below the story. And you can just drop a little in that hat. Well, thank you for listening. And if you can afford it, we'd appreciate it.